This
Thanks.
conference will now be recorded.
Last time we saw data types. In that data types, we have two data types, primary and secondary. In primary, we have numbers. In numbers, we have integers, and integer also we have called decimal, binary, and octal and hexadecimal. These data decimal numbers we have here, and then floating point, then string, and then boolean will store only two values, either true or false, and it is equivalent to 1 and 0 respectively. So here we have four data types in secondary and in collection data types: list, dictionary, tuples, and sets. So these types of data types is called collection data types, collections. Okay, so we will see one by one this data type today, and then we will take only introduction because it's very lengthy topic. I'll go in detail later also, but for this topic we require to go with three different modules: introduction and basic, the core concept, and then we will focus on the iteration with this data type, means looping and other stuff, and also we'll go with functions with this collection, and then we will go with packages with this collection data type. So today we will see this thing, and later when we complete a looping and for loop and other concept, then we will focus on this again. We will come to this point and we will see this in detail about that, and then we will go with functions, and then later when we learn packages related stuff, so then again we will learn this stuff. So it's very lengthy, so I divided this into four parts. So now today we will see only basic introduction, and in that what we will see, and how to declare, how we can declare anything in that collection data types, whether it is list or dictionary or tuples or set. And after that, this declaration part first, and then we will focus on how to usage use it how to use it, and another one is what are the operations we can perform in that. Okay, last time we already saw about operations, but again I'll revise it. So few things we will see here today, and then we will go in detail later. Now after this part, we need to focus on this is a part of tokens. Basically, remember, data types, operators, and other stuff is a part of tokens. So tokens is the main thing, and this is chapter 2, and in that we are focusing on. So basically, tokens is basically a core concept of a programming language or scripting anything. So core concept. So in that operator also we saw which operators we saw: arithmetic operators, and relational operators, and assignment operator, and logical operator, and bitwise operator. Okay, so these things we saw in tokens in operator side, and in data types we saw this thing. After this all stuff, we will go to chapter 3, sorry, and that chapter is based on statements. In that statements, we have different types of statements, like we have input, output, or sequential statement, you can say, IO statements. In that IO statements, we will have print statement and input statement. These statements we have here, and then we have here looping statement and conditional statement, like if, for, like this other stuff, and here for loop we have here. So this is our next chapter. So today I'm planning to go with this stuff first, then later I will go in this stuff. When I finish this all, after going with this, again I will move to this, again this topic, iteration part, iteration block. That time we need to know about the looping concept, then only we can go with this iteration with collection data type. Okay, so first of all we will see this thing, and if we get time, then we will focus on this IO statements. Okay, you have, guys, you can ask me, no problem, otherwise I'll start. Chaitanya, any question?
No.
Okay, so let me go with detail about this list. The list is basically a part of list collection. Collection is a part of data types. In that we have list. List is very basic and easy to use it. How we can utilize it, I'll show you. And there are a few things we need to understand about list. The basic of list is we can declare it. First we need to declare it. How we can declare? Suppose I'll go with practically. Here we have one variable a equal to, last time we saw how we can declare. This is also we can declare a list. So a type of a is basically a list. How we can understand? Because here we use open close bracket, and that bracket symbol is represented by list. So this is also empty list. Now based on this based on this empty list, we can append it. Append, then value. Then suppose if I want to add 1 comma 3, and sorry, one argument. So I can append any values. Like here I'm appending 3 values. So when I see this variable again, so I'll get 1 2 3. Now what happened? What I need to add another values inside there. Suppose I want to add 4 and then 5. So what is the purpose of append? Append will add in our list some elements. How many elements we require? So it's complete with 10 elements. Now let's try with some examples. Suppose if I want to fetch out a particular data, like last time we saw in a string, same thing. If I try to find out through 2 indexing concept, so I'll get 3. Why? Because it start with 0, and so that's why the 3 element will come as a 2. Okay, so one thing. Another thing is what I can do with this list. I can perform slicing operation like same as a string. So here we can perform 0 colon 3. So it will give me all 3 elements. It start with 0 from where I want to start, where I need to finish it. So this is also possible with list. So list can be a string or number, anything. Okay. So one thing, and now some little bit different we'll see in interview. They will ask this type of question. So if we have like suppose a of 5 colon and enter, colon and enter. So what I will get? I'll get the value from 5. Fifth. Fifth is this one. This one is the fifth because it start with 0. So it will start with fifth and till, and I need. So that's why I'm not writing any argument. So this is type of interview question they will ask in interview. So they will give option and MCQ. What is the output of this statement, this selected statement? So they give option as argument is not provided. That's why it is error. So remember, there is no error here. If you not specify any argument, it will go till the end of the list. Okay, so this is one thing we need to remember. Now we can use this list for multiple elements. Like we can use it as a for here. Where is it? Uh, for this list, what we can do, we can use for colon colon and then 2. So what would be the output if I have variable a is like this? So if I write here a colon colon and 2, so the output is here. Remember, I'll try to explain you what is the meaning of this colon. So here we have for any type in collection, in any type, if we specify like this colon colon, so what is the value here? It will say start with, and here it will go as a count, how many elements you want. So here this is steps. Step means increment by, you can say increment by. What in by these things? So suppose in this case practical, in this case if I start with this, so I'll get only 1 3 5 7 9. Why find this value? Because if you write like this, instead of writing this, if I write like this, so it will give me complete data. Remember, so this means you will get complete data from 1 to 10. Now problem is what, when we specify this 2, that means increment by how much you want. So I say I want to increment by 2, so it will increase with two values, second, third, fourth, fifth. So it will give me only odd numbers. So this is the output. And if you can start, if I want to go get the even number, so what I need to write, can you tell me, guys?
Be 1.
Let's try it on. So all even numbers will get. Why? Because I started with 1. If I started with 1, so it will start from here. If I not specify anything, it will start with 0. So here in this case I not specify anything, that means it is started with 0. So here I specified start with. So remember, this is the symbol for start with, where you want to start. So this is very important syntax which we need to remember. Only this syntax we need to remember. So based on this syntax only we are performing operations. Now I need to perform only operation for till 6. So what I will write, 5 or 6 I can write like this. So what will be the output? 2 and 4 only. So this is the output. So based on this output, what we understand, this is called start with, from where you want to start, and this is count, how many elements you want to count, start from start to number of elements, and this is called increment by, or you can say step. In pure technical word we say step. Okay, so this is the thing. Now same thing we can perform with suppose if I write here, instead of writing this, I'll write here -1. So what would be the output? Complete reverse. Complete reverse. So in interview they will ask you to write a program to make it as a smallest program to reverse the number collection from that collection. So you need to write like this only. So this will help you to reverse the collection. This is very very important. Always they are taking the interview, they will ask you this type of questions. So this will give you return -1, means it will go with as a reverse order. So our order is what, 1 2 3 4 5 till 10. Now I am getting 10 9 8 till 1. This is
So
the
it is.
main thing.
So it is start. It is so in this example, right? It is starting from 0, and the and you have, the increment is -1, right? And
-1 means
count.
count is it will start from 1 to 10. 10 elements, it will go 10 elements.
Okay.
So in case if I write here 5 and I'll stop this thing, so what would be the output? Can you tell me now?
So it is starting from 0 to 10. In that, until 5, it is
0 to 5.
trying to count plus
Huh.
1 and 3.
1 3 and 5. Why? Because it starts with 0 to 5 and increment by 2 na. Increment by 2 means
Okay. So 0 to 5. Yeah. 5 also it has to come, right? Yeah. Got it.
Yes. Hmm. So here it will start with 1, whereas here it will start with 0. Okay, so we'll go in detail about this again a little bit more. So what element we have, this is my element. Now what I want to do, I want to perform same thing with multiplication. I can do this thing also. So what would be the output if I try with b equal to a multiplied by 3? So all data will store here and I'll get this type of output. Same thing will with the string what we did last time. Same thing here. So this is my one element value, means 1a, this is 2a, and this is 3a. So these three elements we return in that data. Okay, so this is the output. Why? Because we can perform multiplication with a list also. It's possible. In another programming language or any other things, it is not possible. In Java we need to convert into type conversion, we require many things, we require, then only it is possible, but not same output. We need to write more code for this to perform single operations. To get the multiply by 3, we need to write more program in Java, whereas here we no need to write a code for that. So this is the benefit. And another thing is what, even if you have some data, suppose I have data like I have 11 12 and 13. Now I if I try to display this value, I'll get this value, but I want to make this condition will with this like this also. So it is also possible. So it will become one collection, and this will become one list. So plus is also possible. So multiplication means multiply by 3, and plus means plus these all elements I want to store it. So same thing, if you try with 14 comma 15, so it will give you same output. So that means you can make as much how much you want the elements, how much elements you want, you can add it in with the particular data. So same data you will get the result. Okay, any question guys? Okay, so we have this data, this much of data. So I'll store this data into one variable c. C is equal to this all data 1 to 15. So suppose if I write here reverse, c dot reverse. Reverse is a function. How I understand? By using this method dir. So dir c. So it will give me complete detail. So here we have reverse method. Okay, this reverse method, if I try with this reverse, what I need to do, help in bracket c dot reverse. I don't know about reverse, so I'll write like this. So it will give me complete detail about that. So here you need to write a collection and reverse, and it will not accept any argument, but it will return some reverse order in place. So let me try with this example. C is my this data. Then when I write here reverse and no need to specify any argument, then enter. So that data will automatically store. In place means it will store in that C variable. Remember, this is very, very important. In place means it will store in same variable what you perform here. So when we see here C, the value of C, it will change. It will change it here. So it will make it in order, a reverse order. So same thing, if you perform if you want to make it same as it is, so you'll write c dot sort, because sort method is already here in this dir. So if you see here sort method we already have. So what I will do, I'll check how to write a sort, help sort, and then bracket close. That's it. So I'll get the data. So here we all have these arguments. So I don't want to use this argument, and this is also in place, same like reverse. So the data is reverse in same collection whatever we specified. So if I try with c dot sort and then open close bracket, so it will sort into particular data object itself. So here I'll get the output as 1 to 15. So this is the thing we need to remember. Any question guys here?
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm fine with that.
Okay, so let me go with a little bit advanced, so it would be good for us. Now, and there is some confusions between list and tuples. So first of all, I'll take list and dictionary, then both same as tuples and sets respectively. So list is same as a tuples. Dictionary, the symbol is same, but concept is changed. For both is same. So here remember we use for modification, whereas here we'll use for reading purpose only. Both are same, almost same, but we use this for reading purpose, whereas list we use for modification. So come to this second point first, then I'll go with this modification and reading concept in more detail. First of all, we will understand new concept called dictionary. Dictionary is a key value pair based concept. This is one key one and value one. So this type of data if we have, that is called dictionary. So we can have multiple set of data like key 2, value 2, like that we have all data. Okay, so let me try with practical example, so it would be good for us also. So remember we can define a dictionary or list or anything by using the symbol like this. This symbol, it says this is a dictionary. Okay, So what I will do, you can define symbol with this different symbol as well, like dict. Dict is a predefined constructor. I'll go in detail about that constructor in detail later. But remember, if you want to declare a empty dictionary, you can use this word. So empty dictionary, always we use this word. So if you see the type, so it will give you dictionary. If you see the type here as well, D2 object, you will get same dictionary type. So let me try with for example, so it will be good for us. So if I can store data in that elements like this. I need to give specify a key. I say key1 is my key. Okay, and then I'll store data, suppose value1, and that data can be anything. So if I try with D, so I'll get key and value. Now again, if I try with same element with same dictionary collection, so I can store key2, and I can store any type of data here, 1 2 3 so possible. So when I try this value, I'll get two values, key1 and key2. Key2 because it is going in the first left hand side first, not like a method like a list. It will not store like an append mode. It will store in a insert mode. Remember what is different between insert mode and append mode. Here in insert mode it will go as a first, whereas in append mode it will go as a last. So there is a difference between both. So remember, you can access particular dish key with the help of key name value with the help of key name. Suppose if I specify key2 here, so I'll get value directly. So you can find out the value of particular key also is possible. The whole dictionary also you can display. Obviously we can display whole dictionary as well. So this is the main thing we need to understand. Now what I want to get the all keys. If I don't know the key, so I can get the keys with the help of keys method. D dot keys, it will return me all keys. So these are the keys I have in my this dictionary. Now if I want values, same thing, like values, I'll get all values I'm getting. So this is the main thing we need to remember. Suppose there is something called uh, simple loop we can use here instead of writing this. So suppose if I want to find out the check, if I want to check, there is some operator I need to tell you before. Here we have some operators, we can say special operators. These operators are like in operator, which will help us to find out whether this is available in particular element or not. Like example, I'll write an element here, any element in collection. So what is collection? Collection can be a list, it can be a list, or it can be a dictionary, or it can be a tuple, or it can be a set. So this is possible with this collection. So in will help me to find out with particular element. Example, in this case, I'll try to find out the v1 in D, whereas D is a collection of data. So let me print this D is this value. Now if I say single value, and then I'll try to find out the key k1 is available in D. So it will return either true or false. So here K1 will return either true or false. D will return either true or false. If I write here 3, K3, so what would be the output? Hello, what would be the output
False.
here in this case?
False.
Obviously
False.
false. Yes. So this is the main thing we need to remember. So same thing, we can delete a complete key value pair. Suppose if I store here D of K4, if I return by mistake key 4, and then I store value 2.3 some values. Now I have this three elements. I want to store particular I want to delete particular value. So this is also possible with a dictionary. How we can delete this dictionary? By using del keyword, del and then particular key name. So here in this my case, K4 is my key. So when I try this, and if I try to execute again, I'll get remove this K4 element. K4 element automatically removed. So again, you can check it with this in keyword. You can check with this in keyword and you can find out the result. Okay. Any question, guys, here?
So I have a question, like when you added that K4 element, right? It went to the last, right? Normally it should be at the first, right? Whatever you have inserted, it's not happening basically, right? Then it should be first in,
So
first
it
out,
will
or last in, first
automatically
out, something like that.
No, it's not compulsory to go with a particular order in dictionary, but
Okay.
usually it will go with a code value whatever we specified. So if we store the data here K4, so it can store here, or else if I try with this another value, say suppose here if I try with D4 and some value like 1, so now the output will come here. So it is not necessary to go with particular elements also in dictionary.
Okay.
So not in particular order. Even set also is not particular order. We can specify particular order also. There is some predefined methods we will see in detail about later about this, but here we need to understand the order. Whatever we specify, it will store in that dictionary. One thing. And what is the purpose of delete here? What is the purpose? Not only for removing this element, but also it will help us to reduce the memory. So suppose here this dictionary, the size of this dictionary is 3 GB, consider, because of 3 element 3 GB. So with the help of this delete, it will deallocate memory for particular key. So it will become 2 GB. It will not become in GB, but consider if it is 3 GB, and if you remove with a del keyword, there are different ways to remove it. So del keyword will help us to remove from memory. This is the main benefit with del keyword. Del will help us to remove from memory. So it will remove from that collection as well as from memory. Whereas there is one method called pop, we not use usually, but what is the purpose of that? It will just remove from this element, this collection. From that collection it will remove particular element, but it will not remove from memory. So that's why we use del keyword. So it will become very fast. Okay. Now same thing we can perform with dictionary D S3 D and then enter. So it will give me complete data in dictionary with string. So it will convert it into a string. So you can convert this string or anything using with the help of d dot items. You will get complete items. So here we have complete item. So this is my one item, second item, third item, fourth item. So item will return in a form of item for part. So item you can that calculate later, and you can find out how many elements is available. So with the help of items you can find out elements in that dictionary. Okay. So there is another method called type as well. Suppose I can define a dictionary with any name, and so I'll start with d1 equal to some value. So I can specify here a name colon and some name, comma, age colon, and then 34, suppose. So like this I can specify n number of elements. So if I try with d1, I'll get this value. Now what I will do, I can find out the length of particular dictionary also. So what is the length here? 2. Why? Because this is one element, this is second element. Even though here if we return in second time, again it is going with first, remember. So it's not in particular order, we can say. Order is not important here, because we usually take the data from the different system, like from network side we will take the data from key value pair, the username and password. From there we will get the data, and sometime we will get the data from database, sometime we will get the data from servers, or in machine learning from that data sets. So like we get this data from other sources. It's not necessary we'll get data from our side always. So this is one thing. And same, obviously we can use here type also, D1, like here we can use, and we'll get same data type what we expect, like dictionary. So this is the one thing we need to remember. Now there is one concept called when we sometime we require to perform some operation on it. So for that we have copy concept. Why copy we require? Because we don't want to lose our existing data, so we will use here d4 is equal to d1 dot copy. So what it will do, it will try to copy this all thing into d4. So d4 and d1 have same data. So because this type of value we require sometimes, this is called, to make this shallow copy of particular dictionary, we use here copy method. Copy method will help us to display in another string, another dictionary object. This is one thing. And again, if you try to you can clear another method like d1 dot clear. This is also one thing. So d1 is clear, d4 is having same value. It will not make it as a same copy. It will not only just link, it will completely copy. So what in by this thing? Shallow copy. It will take as it is and it will pass it into d4. So this is very important. We need to remember when we perform some operations on dictionary, based on dictionary of code. So that time we require this thing. Okay, any question, guys? Okay, let me go with some little bit more changes. If we perform here d1 and d4, so this is my d4. I can perform some d2, or sorry, d3. We don't have d3. Okay, so we have only d4, right? And I'll try to add d3, and same thing, or like here I'll write, or suppose dictionary 1 is equal to some key value pair. I'll write here id and colon and some 1 2 3 value. Okay, so suppose if I write like this, and I have another dictionary 2 is equal to some values. So here is my another key, like name colon some value abc, and then colon, sorry, comma, and then some value age colon and some value. Okay, so I have two dictionary here, dictionary 1 and dictionary 2. So these two values I have. Now what I will do with this two values, I can write dictionary2 dot update, and that update with dictionary 1. So what happened in dictionary 2? If you see here, I'll get all values in one collection. This is the main benefit with update. So what is the purpose of update? It will help me to display the data in particular order. Now there is something, if I want to perform, suppose I write here sequence. Suppose I write here sequence, seq, or any value variable s1. S1 is equal to some value I'll specify here, name comma age comma id, or I'll write here age id. Okay, id name age, like this. Now I can write like this, dictionary 3 is equal to dictionary 1 whatever I have, dictionary 2 dot from keys. From key is a method which will help me to perform some operation, and then here I'll write my keys like s1 comma 5. So dictionary 3, if you get here in dictionary 3, I'll get 5 values, and the order 5 and is same as dictionary 2. The order is same as dictionary 2 with updated values, because here we are performing update operation. So this data we keep it as a same. So we can use for a particular sequence. Based on some sequence we can perform here an operations, and then we can write a data, remember. So this is one thing I need to share with you. This is important sometime, because we require to perform from keys. So if we want to go in detail about this from keys, so we can use dir, or you can write dict open close bracket and then enter. So it will give you complete detail. Here is from key. Now I'll use help and then dictionary dot from keys and bracket close. So it will give me, you need to specify a dictionary. So like this we specify dictionary here, and new dictionary with keys from s, v values equal to v. So this is the s here is a sequence, you can say sequence, and default is none. So whatever, if we specify here, see, remember this bracket is what, it is optional part. So here this is an optional part. So if we write here like this, so that means it is optional, and s is compulsory. So we need to specify s, that means s1 sequence, and then we can write a code for that. Like here, if I write here dictionary 3 or dictionary 1 dot from key in bracket, and then some values, like here I'll specify s1. So I'll get the data with none values. So you can make it as a empty value. None is also one type of special operator. Here none means what, nothing. None means nothing. If you want to find out what is the purpose where we can use, so we'll use in if condition. If database object is none, then we'll write some code here, print message. So like this we can write here. So none will help you to check out the particular object. So in this case we can specify value as none. If we not specify anything, we default to null, or else you can specify any value. Like here I am specify 5, so all become 5 automatically. So you can reset this value with the help of from keys, remember. Okay, so this is the thing I need to share with you. Now another is what we have concept called conditions or checking part. So how we can check or find out the conditions with the help of the keys. Remember, suppose I have one div and I store the data as 1 colon, I can specify value as well here, comma. Remember here we are using directly number, not string, and here I am using here string, suppose key or 2 colon value 2. So this is also possible. That means you can specify dictionary with an integer number as a key or string number as a key. So if I try with the dictionary of 1, I'll get a value. But when I try with dictionary 2, I'll get an error. Why? Because this is in a string. So we need to use a string only. Okay. Any question, guys?
No.
Where we use in the, these dictionaries in the real scenarios for scripting, basically, which sort of examples?
First of all, I will let me complete this stuff. Then I'll go with and there is one module especially for that. We will try to use it practically. So
Sure.
in that module, I will show you practically where we will use it and how we can utilize it in our real-time scenarios. So for that, for today, just understand dictionary is a concept in which we will store data in a key value form, and this we usually use for Redis cache. Redis cache concept, cache memory concept. There is one concept in that we try to use these things. If we perform Redis cache with the help of Python, there I use this thing. So that Redis cache is basically a data type. You can say there are database. There are two different types of databases: SQL database or NoSQL database. In NoSQL database, there are different types of database. Key value pair database is called. You can perform key value pair database using dictionary. So this is the real-time scenario where we use dictionary. And key value pair database name is Redis. And another data type is Google Fire Firebase. Firebase, yes. Google
DynamoDB,
Firebase.
DynamoDB also, right?
Yes, AWS DynamoDB, right. So these are the key value pair databases. There is another database also available, graph based database like Neo4j. So there also we use, but usually we try with the key value pair. So whatever we perform operation, dictionary is very faster element as compared to all data collections. Dictionary is very fastest, but the problem is with dictionary is you need to perform with only key value pair. You cannot use dictionary as symbol value, like only key. You cannot write like that. So dictionary key value pair form only is possible. Even in HTML, in development side, HTML5, and there is one concept called storage. Storage also they use local storage or local storage. In that they perform dictionary operation only. So this is the real-time scenario where we'll use it. And last time when we finish our course, I'll try to give you simple project in that we can use this dictionary. So what is that project? It is related to crawling. In that we will take the data and we will store in a cache part, and then we will store, after storing that data, we will store in dictionary only, and we will perform another operations. So here also we require in real-time scenario dictionary. So after understanding the concept, we will go in detail about the dictionary and other stuff. Okay. So let me try to give you revision whatever we see today. We try with this part, basic core understanding, basic concept, how to declare, how to use, and how many operations are there. So we saw here reverse and sort methods, right? And the update method and from key method. There are few methods also we have here for all types. We saw only two types here today: list and dictionary. So tomorrow we will see tuples and sets, because this is all related to same. So here we use symbol called this symbol, and here we use same symbol like dictionary, but this is same as list. We can store the data. Let me give you some introduction about this. So if I try here t1 and then I write here some value, so if I use this symbol, that means it become a tuple. Whatever I specify here, it will become a tuple. How we can see? T1 and then bracket, so I'll get type is tuple. So this is the same thing whatever we perform in this list, same thing we will get, but there is not possible to get the value for particular element here. This is there are some differences with tuples. We will see tomorrow about that tuple differences. Okay. Now same thing with set. Set is also possible. Set is written using with this method 1 comma 2 comma 3, and then if you specify set as s1, you will get set type. Okay. So tomorrow we will see the concept of tuples and sets, and I will show you where we will use it and how we can use it and what is the benefit and how we can perform, give to the higher level management why we need to choose tuples and sets, and what is where we can use this list modification and where we can use the tuples. So benchmarking part also is possible. I'll try to give you. So it would be good for you to talk about more in detail about collections. So code quality part is very important. So to increase the code quality, we should know the differences between list and tuples and dictionary and sets, and where we use what we will see tomorrow. Okay. So same
Okay.
time we will see sharp 8 o'clock AM IST. We'll see. Okay. Thank you. Bye.